Alright, let me start recording. What happened? Evil, you're weird. But anyways, basically, this podcast will just be on Myth's side. Not Myth's side, but just explaining their side of the whole situation. I know that Myth has had a lot of controversy and hate over the recent days because of Vexaria and I guess their war with Vexaria and the claims against them. This is basically just Myth explaining their whole side, I guess what they want, how they're gonna resolve the issues, whatever. Yeah, basically that's all it. So first of all, this is for both of you. Whoever wants to answer, that's fine. First question, kind of the main question, but how did this start? From your perspective, how did this start?
Would you like from a warfare standpoint or administratively?
Let's go. I'll do both, but let's go for the warfare part.
So that would be my answer.
All right. Yep.
So, in recent times, Cryptic has consecutively closed and opened multiple clans, and Vexaria being probably one of the longest, I believe, to date. And I enjoyed their technology, I enjoyed their facilities, and overall, the technology is it's a perfect group. We believed, myself as the Cadre chieftain and also as my sub command, believed that they would be a proper target for a war during the summer months. So we proposed to them initially a endurance war that would lead pretty much indefinitely, similar to the VAC and CSP war of 2016. So it would be on fair zones, and it would comprise of City of Akavine, crystal mines, an armament facility, and on the Vexaria side, and on Myth side, it would be sanatorium, circus, and I believe nightclub. So we merely wish for an endurance war, a war that would hopefully last months, so that way we could prove to the clanning community that both of our groups were active enough to facilitate such a war, and to also play on multiple facilities and deploy multiple servers. Um, ultimately, we never had an issue previously when we did play against them with our forces. However, I do understand the concern that came when certain individuals did play. Believe me, those individuals have been removed from their positions and blacklisted, as per Mag's statement in the announcement, I believe, yesterday. So do not worry about that if you still have that on your mind.
So you said that some of these members that, or I guess users that you could say were found during these events, you confirm that they're removed from Myth, right?
To my knowledge, yes, they have been removed.
So I'm looking at Vixeria's first document. This is called Myth Cheater Clan LOL. He states that some known cheaters brought in the past and during the war were Ali on Mars, aka Yogurt VPN, Huntress Pam, Arya Shar, Verpeld, I think that's how you spell it, and Beast Carnet. Were these any of these, at least these four? No, not four, five, removed?
Yes.
All right.
To my knowledge, stand
To your
by.
knowledge.
To
All
my
right.
knowledge, Huntress Pam has appealed their CCR evidence. However, if that has not happened, then we will be attempting to communicate with the CCR administrators to have this appealed, to the best of Pam's and the CCR's ability.
All right.
We do not look to de what's the word I'm looking for here?
De-escalate.
We no. No. We do not wish to demolish or not
One by
demolish,
one.
Let me
demoralize the idea that people can change. People are people. We're all human. So the thought that a human cannot change is unbelievable to me, personally. Um, while we do have a zero tolerance policy, we do believe people can change. So
So.
if evidence can be appealed
Mhm.
from a previous cheater, we would prefer that you guys be patient with us while we do work with the CCR and RCR to have these people be appealed the proper way through the CCR and RCR's way. However, if the CCR or RCR is unable to determine a probation or appeal thing, then we will have to remove them. As I previously stated, I believe Hunter's Pam has appealed their evidence, so they have not been removed as of yet. However, we have still been in close communications with the CCR and RCR regarding those actions.
All right. All right. Let me think. Let me think. All right. So.
I'll speak now regarding the Vexaria situation.
All right. Oh yeah. Sure.
As Octavia said, originally we warned them because we thought they would be a good target, which they are. I mean, like he said, good tech, good
Their
group.
technology is great. They have all right people in their community, and their maps are. I mean, they're pretty iconic maps. You know, Akavine, and Crystal Mines.
Yeah.
If you've ever raided it, it's a pretty good, fun, fast paced facility. And honestly, I highly recommend you guys give them activity.
Agree. Agree.
Despite them blacklisting us, they have a really fun maps and all right gun system. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Meg.
So during negotiations, things went south. We couldn't communicate properly. People started loud micing, whatever. Some things were misunderstood. Some statements were made by Myth, which were a miscommunication. You can see said statements on the Myth Cheater Clan law document.
Mhm.
I assure you, we do not endorse cheaters in any way or think it's acceptable. But as Octavia said, people can't change. Unfortunately, cheating is an addiction which stunts your growth and it's hard to change. Just not many people do. But following the cheating accusations, we partnered with the RCR and also scanned through the CCR to find any and all cheaters in Myth. We found quite a few. However, some of them, or not some, most of them, 96% are not in the Discord and have never attended an event, so they're kind of void, kind of a mute point. But the people whom Vexaria mentioned, we've urged them to appeal their evidence, but they will be blacklisted for being on the CCR or RCR. They haven't been removed from the group yet, or at least some of them, because Boss is the only one who can do that, and he is not online.
Alright.
But I do have an announcement to make in the Myth Discord, which I'll post now. And it has quite a bit of information on it. It details what we will be doing in the future to combat the cheating issue, as well as our side of the story regarding the Vexaria cheating accusations. And I think the main point of this announcement is to let everyone know that cheating is something which hurts all clans, not just one, not just a few. All clans have had cheaters in them and likely still do. And what it took for Myth to acknowledge the issue, I will admit to this, was, I mean, the entire community going up against us to tell us to remove the cheaters, which we will be doing as soon as Boss gets online. Because as I stated, he's the only one who can remove them.
Alright.
So on the announcement is a document with all of the cheaters in Myth, their status in the Discord, if they're active or not. And there is also a document with all the cheaters in Vexaria, as some of you might see. Now, we don't mean to call out Vexaria in any way. We're just using this to acknowledge, to spread awareness that all clans suffer from cheaters and that we shouldn't be ganging up on each other to, like, boycott, cancel, whatever, Twitter stuff in Discord. Funny. We shouldn't be doing that to each other. Instead, we should be working together to blacklist cheaters because they're in every clan. And it's like the RCR does. They have been nothing but supportive in this process. They haven't had any bias, or they haven't disliked Myth in any way. They've just been supportive in removing the cheaters, which is the best action to take, not what's been going on.
All right.
So that's what I have to say regarding the cheaters.
We're getting the cheaters. All right. You mentioned that all or a majority of clans have cheaters, which I can agree to that. I mean, no clan really doesn't have cheaters. There's always at least one cheater in each clan, regardless. I think the issue though is that Myth itself tends to be okay with cheaters, and I know you said that you were fixing it, and that's fine. And Octavia even said that you guys were already removing.
If I may interject,
Mm-hmm.
the Myth group is open to join for all. Contrary, multiple other groups are pinned to join, meaning they need to be accepted by a clan leader or officer in order to join. That is all I have to say.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And that's a good point. Like, super clans will obviously have like 5 times more cheaters than other clans because they're free to join, and cheaters join a whole bunch of groups to seem like, more legit. It's something they do. So like that's why there's so many cheaters in Myth, for example, that aren't in the Discord or don't attend events. They just want to have groups on their account to seem more legit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unlike um other groups, Myth is free to join. So other groups aren't free to join, and so they need officers or whatever they do to accept these people willingly. So what I recommend is
And
for any groups like that.
Mag, if I may interject again, multiple of the time, these groups, they will have in their Discord server, you have to post your username and your profile so they
Mm-hmm.
can check for alts, and I assume to check
Right.
the cheating registries.
Correct.
Myth does not have this. As we previously mentioned, anyone can click the join button and instantly join Myth. So please keep that in mind.
Did you think?
Now,
Oh, hmm?
regarding that statement, in my announcement I made a couple minutes ago, we gave 4 things that will change. Myth will be set to pen to join, which means we will no longer have all these random cheaters in the group. We'll be having a committee of individuals assigned to review penders for any CCR or RCR evidence, and we will also check for alts.
Mm-hmm.
Any accounts under the age of 2 months will not be allowed in Myth. And we will also be thoroughly going through Cadre and Cadre induction for alts because we have a
If I
suspicion that
Mag,
there are alts.
Mag,
Yes,
Huh? Did
go
you
ahead.
continue? All right.
it is public record that there have been previously, under different administrations, cheaters within Cadre and Cadre induction. However, at this current time, during my administration, I have been pretty thorough with the RCR and CCR when it comes to banning these individuals, as I've previously stated in the first few minutes of this talk.
Yeah, it's
All
not like we haven't banned cheaters before. There have been more cheaters in Myth who have been banned. Plenty of them, like Coddled, Toby Score, Arya Shar, just to name a few in the last while.
right.
Few months.
Regarding cheaters, still, um, how do I put this? Octavia, there's been, like I said, I know you guys have been, I guess, trying to resolve the whole cheater issue because that's like the main thing that Myth is known for. The whole, stereotypical Myth is a cheater clan. They're gonna bring cheaters, cadres are cheaters, blah blah blah. But the second thing that pops up tends to be that you, specifically Octavia, are the ones that allow these cheaters and you don't care. And whenever they play,
As
you
I've
just
previously
don't really say
stated,
anything.
I have not been the sole Cadre chieftain under Myth. I only recently regained my position after a 3-month hiatus, whereas Evil Pizza Steve was the Cadre chieftain. When I have returned, I did sift through a lot of the Cadre members, and I did exile the members, a majority of the members that he accepted. I do understand that he himself at times allowed certain individuals to play. However, myself, I attempt to not do that because Myth does not aim to cultivate a community where we rely on cheaters. As many of you clans know, we have multiple fair zones that are 1-to-1 ratios. So we rely on skill and stratagem rather than numbers. So that is all I have to say.
Kind of a side note, people want Toast to speak in here. Do you accept for me to invite Toast to, I guess, ask a question first?
Who?
Octavia, do
Toast,
you
I
know who that
believe.
is?
Let me find him. I believe
Toast
it's.
who?
I think
Can
it's
you please ping him?
Toast Spartan. I think. Is it Toast?
No.
This kid. No.
No,
No.
thank you. We will not be accepting questions at this time. Please continue.
All right. Toast, sorry, my boy. And never mind. Apparently.
Oh, don't worry, I can invite myself to
Oh,
speak.
okay.
I
Never
have a
mind.
question for you.
We will not be answering the
Oh,
question,
you're a
thank you.
moderator.
I don't care.
No, there you go.
We will not be answering the question, thank you.
Toast, you're so weird. Um, I forgot Toast was a moderator. Anyways, um, all right. So you say that myth. What did you say? Something takes skill, or not to take skill, but relies on skill more than cheats. Is that's what you said?
As all clans should.
As all
Alright.
clans should, yes.
But going back to cheats, that hasn't been really the case, especially in the war. It seems that myth has been against that what you guys are saying right now. It seems kind of, you know, counterintuitive.
If
Okay.
you're referring to
Mag, no,
what was stated,
Mag. Uh,
you go ahead.
okay. I'm going to be speaking on the warfare side
Mm-hmm.
of the war again. We deployed 2 servers against Vexaria on the first day of the war. The first one was a no-show win, the second one was a narrow victory by 100 seconds. And the third win was voided at their request.
Mm-hmm.
We accepted this void, regardless of if there were cheaters or not, because no evidence was brought forward at the time.
By one.
Let me make a list. Hang
let
on.
alone
This
in
guy's
general
saying,
during the
no, thinking
duration
that
of the
cheaters
war.
are allowed on default, you
But
fucking
I
bitch.
digress.
Did you? Is that all?
That is all.
Alright. Mag, this is more towards you since you're the one who announced it. I believe you touched up already on how you tend to resolve the whole cheater issue, what you call it, pending instead of free to join. The whole, not a filter group, but
Yeah, so
more
basically
filtered.
the actions we've taken is to identify all the cheaters in Myth currently, and then we'll identify alts either tonight or tomorrow. And from now on, we'll be thoroughly checking any new joiners. So do the logic, do the math, we'll be cheater free unless anyone who has already been a member of Myth becomes a cheater, in which case we will have a committee which is checking things like that on the daily.
Alright. What do you feel, or how do you feel about, I guess, an ex member of Myth, I guess you could say cheater of Myth. I don't know personally if he's a cheater or not, but exposing, quote unquote, exposing Myth's all cheaters, and again, you guys allowing it. Like, I think it was, let me find the doc. It was Myth Cheater Clan LOL Part 2, and it was, if you scroll down, I believe
It's to my knowledge that document was made by Vexarian personnel.
Alright, but do you find it, like, is it true? Is what these?
We looked into it, and as Mag has stated, we are compiling our own list and exiling them tonight. And next we are going over alternative accounts that will be made either tonight and or tomorrow night, and they will be promptly exiled. As he stated, any of those individuals who are still in Myth after we go through the checks that start cheating will be exiled promptly at that time.
Alright. Outside of a question outside of cheaters, what's your take on all these clans making the hostilities documents or the ban documents, war documents against
I will
these?
allow Mag to answer that question.
Alright, Mag.
I personally find it funny because 80% of these clans I've never heard of personally. I don't know if other people have. If they're dead, no offense. There are some legit ones like Bear, the first one, Vexaria. I don't remember other ones because there's like 50 of them. But it's really just this bandwagon of clans who are trying to hop on to get relevancy. Like, oh, I'm in the news. My
If I
document
may,
is there.
yes, thank you, Meg. If I may make a statement,
Mm-hmm.
Void's document considering this, talking about this, Void's document, talking about this whole situation,
Mhm.
is probably the most real that you will ever get. I'm not a member of Void. I never was a member of Void, but I know Const, and Const is a good guy, and I highly recommend following him if you wish to have fun. So Void may be a good group.
Toast. I
We
swear
will
to
not
God,
be answering your question, Toast. Thank you.
Toast is. Don't mind him, okay? He's a special kid. All right. Anyways, moving on. So basically, what you're saying is some of these clans are posting it just for attention, essentially, just attention seekers. What you're saying.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. As the Void document also stated.
Where is the Void document? I swear.
I
There's
don't know,
one
but
of two
I saw.
reasons why they posted this, and like you could consider because they generally don't like they want to be hostile to Myth could be a third reason, but I doubt it. Like this will be forgotten about in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's okay.
The
Sorry.
first reason is relevancy, like we stated, and the second reason is there's a lot of people who don't like Myth. Just that's kind of just how we are. We're against other clans. It's our culture. So that's another reason why this bandwagon grew longer than other ones could, with more people riding it.
All right. Let's go specifically to Cadre, since apparently Cadre tends to have a bit of an issue nowadays. I don't know what happened before, but so Mag, speaking with filters, you and Octavia, I believe, but you stated that you would now filter or try to make sure that there's no cheaters in Cadre.
As Mag stated, the primary myth group will be set to pin to join, and I assume that us as a high command will be making some sort of form and or system in
Swear to God.
order to filter individuals joining the group, and from there we will be filtering them through the CCR and RCR, as well as declining any new accounts that are 2 months or younger from joining the group. That is all.
All right. Let me think. These are just off the top of my head. Not gonna lie, I did not write any of these. I guess I've been asking questions. What do you have anything to say? Just in general regarding the matter, what happened? You said your story. What do you think about Vexaria in general? I mean, I know you touched a little bit
I
in the
believe
beginning,
that
but
Vexaria is a good group. They have good technology. Cryptic isn't a total asshole at every turn.
is or
He's a
isn't?
good guy at times. He isn't an asshole.
All right.
He's a good guy. I like his technology. I like his maps. I highly recommend raiding them. Crystal Mines is very fun. So would Storage Armistice or Armistice Facility, whatever it's called. One of their newer facilities, very fun. I highly recommend it. I also recommend raiding Myth or don't. I don't care. But that is my statement on Vexaria.
All right. Slick actually, who is I believe second in
We will
command.
not be answering questions.
No, it's not a question. It's not a question. But Slick
Okay.
just pinged me in #conflict regarding a video that was in one of the documents against you guys. Apparently, also I've heard this, but I think it was just a video explaining how you guys did not care what happened. You guys, I think it was just you or someone being memed.
Only
check this.
allow raids and like this cadre induction thing, and then like
I've not
just,
heard this audio recording before, so if you
just
would
like
give me a
copy
minute to
ROR
listen
and have
to
like
it.
a Dawn Guard,
Yeah.
which is like
I'm listening
CIC,
to
and
it
have
real
like
quick
a
too.
Surge Guard, and then just filter, just like have anyone who wants to raid in the Surge or like
Honestly, you probably
whatever.
just created that account. I'm dead. Alright.
So the
Like, just
individual
have, like, a
speaking in that clip
system,
is
like-
Hugo Nuts. He is not a direct representative of Myth Reserve Forces, nor Myth Cadre. He was a temporary wartime appointment to be an officer. So please do keep that in mind. He was not initially in the negotiations. He was merely added to act as a second. So both sides would have 2 representatives rather than just 1.
Alright. Apparently Slick said he represented Myth though, and you overheard it. Is that true? Or what do you have to say? And you didn't hear
Negative.
anything about
I
it.
was in the restroom
You were what? In the restroom?
at the time he spoke.
Alright. Let's see. Raid, they don't want to do questions right now. I mean,
We'll answer a few questions at the end.
I'm actually interested. What is Raid's question?
he says, is there going to be a second session? I have concerns over the fact that a certain clan is being ignored. Apparently ROA had a document, but you guys quote unquote ignored it. I can, let me...
It is to my knowledge that this was about Vexaria, not the Republic of Arius, but I can comment on Arius if they wish.
It was a hostility as well, I believe. What is it, 7-6?
I see.
This was on Wednesday.
I see.
I don't think it was on
Okay.
I don't think this was posted in Clan News. I've never seen it personally, but no need. I just assume things leaked over.
Sure, I can go ahead and make a comment on this if you don't mind.
Sure.
Stand by. I need to find something real quickly. Give me a minute.
Also, is it fine if Raid gets in the VC just to talk a little bit about it too? Like
Negative. No, I will be posting screenshots if you don't mind. So,
Raid, is that okay? You're good with that?
well, he'll have to be okay with it.
That's true. That's
Anyways, so following the Republic of Arius's declaration of hostility, it was on. Stand by. Let me get the date.
Oh, sorry, just to cut you off. Apparently, ROA was
It was 2 days ago. You don't need to get the date. It
War,
was 2 days
Brett.
ago.
I wasn't referring to the document, good sir, but thank you for speaking up.
Apparently,
Moving on.
Sorry, I just cut you off a little bit. Apparently, ROA was the first one who started it. Vexaria was the one to blacklist, though. Who started this whole document. I don't know if that's true. I don't really care.
Right, well, I merely just wish to post a screenshot.
No,
It is to my knowledge that a Republic of Arius officer attempted to schedule multiple raids in quick succession against the Myth Reserve forces. However, upon scheduling them, the Republic of Arius High Command deemed this officer unable to raid and stated that this officer would be losing raid perms if they were to raid the Myth Reserve forces. So, I just merely wish to point that out. That is all I have to say about the topic. Thank you.
Alright. Bro, can y'all war?
Will I be allowed to speak this time without being kicked out of the VC?
No, thank you.
Sorry, war.
I am merely making statements. I'm not answering questions directly. Thank you.
By the way, for people who do want to ask questions, I'm kind of trying to reiterate your questions if you want, but I'm not really asking them because I know they don't want to. I suggest you guys.
You can answer here and there.
Yeah, I guess you
Oh,
guys DM if anything. 'Cause, yeah. Anyways, what?
You can answer questions here and there.
Ryan, just because a War Master is in the thing does not mean he's a guest. I get he's a mod, but a mod is different from a guest, my guy. Anyways, alright, so I think we kind of touched everything for now. But so the main points is that you guys are actually dumbing down on cheaters, is what you're saying. No, let him, or I'm shutting down the podcast. Ryan, bruh, no. So basically, you guys are going to try to filter out, I guess, alts, cheaters, whatever.
Nah, let him on, bro. I'm muting you all in. I'm shutting down the podcast.
Bro, Ryan, you're
Okay,
weird.
that's fine. You can do that.
Okay, you can go. You can go. Goodbye.
So
Yeah, anyways. Oh, well, there we
get
go. Right. Well then. Bro, Ryan, you're actually weird. You're really weird.
Bro, how are you going to talk about a Republic of Aries without letting your leader on?
Bro, it's a myth fucking podcast. They
No,
said they would let
it's a
it.
ROA myth podcast. Nope.
They would do it
Nope.
after.
Goodbye.
Like, calm down.
Goodbye.
You're
Nope.
weird, bro.
Goodbye.
Dude,
Nah, you goodbye.
like I'm just trying to defend my clan because there was misinformation put on this podcast, and that's not okay with me.
Yo,
I
I
hope-
still have a question, by the way.
Toast, respectfully, not now. Look,
Oh,
I'm not okay with
Toast, I'm just gonna mute you for a
misinformation.
sec.
Like I'm totally okay.
No,
I'm
what were you
totally
gonna say?
fine with Myth having their platform, like whatever. That's fine. They want to
Mhm.
speak their truth. That's okay. What I'm not okay with is there being lies about my clan. So first of all, the person that Myth Reserve Forces is talking about, the person in question, Zeusmus Luki 99, is an NCO. He is not an officer, and he was not authorized to raid Myth. The reason why is because I had our entire group stop doing things with Myth because I was told by Myth's Highcom that they need time to work on their internals. So this is not like, oh, we're gonna take his raid perms or anything like that. This is something that occurred while I was sleeping, and what actually happened was I asked all of my officers to stop raiding Myth, stop doing things with Myth, give them some time to like deal with the backlash because we put a document out 2 days ago, and none of the bullshit that happened afterward was intended to happen. Absolutely none of that was part of our plan. We meant to just say our thing to Myth, like that was it, right? We didn't want like a horde of third world clans coming out of the woodworks to go and attack the clan. That was not our plan. So I spoke to Magntc, right, in the clan council. He can vouch for that. He told me that they're working on things. He told me that they're working on internals. So I said, okay, we're gonna pull back. And so that's what that was, right? There was none of like Octavia. I'm sorry, man. Maybe you didn't get the full story. I'm gonna take your word on that. But this was not meant to be like some kind of like, oh, we're gonna ban him if he raids Myth. Like that's a bad faith comment. That is misinformation, and I would like to be able to set things straight when you say things incorrectly about my clan.
My apologies then. I did not
Yeah.
realize that was the situation.
All right. Well,
I apologize.
next time, please check with me instead of just going on to.
I had my
stream
DMs
with
turned
98
off.
people.
So
Yeah,
my
I mean
apologies.
that's on you, bro. If you have your DMs turned off and you can't talk to me, that's on you. I can't do anything about that. I'm very sorry. My DMs are always open. I don't like to Hollywood people. So I mean, if you have a request of me, my DMs are always open. I don't block people. I don't turn off my DMs. So like, go for that. Like, please. And you've got 2 delegates. Your leader, Taboo, and Magnet, right, are in the clan council. They can talk to me anytime they want. Like it's very open. There's absolutely no reason to be going spouting lies about my clan. There's also absolutely no reason for you to go into your own group and start bullying my members just because they're in my clan. And that is absolutely not okay. Magnet has already apologized for that, so I'm not going to harp on that too much. But there's absolutely no reason whatsoever for you to be bullying people, calling my members shit, telling them how they're never going to get into Death Wings. There's no reason for you to be personally harassing people within your own group just because they are in ROA. That is absolutely unacceptable, and I hope I will never, ever hear about that coming out of your clan ever again.
Myth?
Thank you, War Master, for coming up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you recognize this information because it's likely it is the biggest cause of this whole ordeal.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, which is something you and I both recognize. So
Right.
I'm glad we've been able to speak respectfully to each other in the clan council. And as I said, I do apologize for any negative statements Myth members have been making to your clan.
Yeah. And I mean,
that's all I have to say
okay.
to you.
Yeah.
So I think we're almost done here. Almost everything has been covered. Basically, TLDR, Myth is not a shooter clan. Surprise, surprise. We are doing everything we can to purge cheaters from the group, and we hope that others will do the same because there are others other groups with cheaters. Some of which have even been the ones accusing us of being a cheater clan, which is hypocrisy. And yeah, that's the main point. That's all you guys need to know. Myth is not a cheater clan.
Myth is not a cheater clan, you say?
No, never has been, never will be.
Never
It's
has
just a simple situation of us having cheaters, which is the same for all groups.
been. All right. After Ward joined, a lot of people now want to come in to ask questions. I know you guys denied it, but are you okay with a
No.
few questions?
I
Toast.
can answer
I
a few
still have my
questions.
question, by the way.
You know what, Toast? Just go. Whatever you're here. Toast. Toast. I'm gonna disconnect you if you.
I don't really have a question.
Okay, bye.
All right.
So yeah,
Anyways.
we will answer a few questions. However, there are select individuals that I will not speak to
All right. Is it okay
because
if
I don't see a point.
is it okay if Frostmade Shark comes in to speak?
Yes.
All right. War, you're okay being disconnected, right?
Yeah, sure, I suppose.
Frost.
Howdy. This be no bias at all, but I've been told that supposedly Myth has a filter process for Cadre, correct?
Potentially.
Okay. Why were cheaters allowed, or is checking for cheaters a part of this process for Cadre? Because why have cheaters been allowed into Cadre? You know?
Well, not sure. In all honesty, if there is a filter or not, Octavia, is there? I mean, there will be after today if there is.
Yes, there will be a more advanced filter set in place.
That's something I, assumed we had. Is it not?
There is a very brief one about alternative accounts, but that is all.
Okay.
For the time being, that is all.
Alongside the initial check when a member joins the group for CCR or RCR or alt evidence, we'll be doing that more thoroughly on players before they join Reinduction or Cadre.
Got it. Now, I was just curious because I was been told by a few other Myth HRs that there was a filter process, and I was just curious of how cheaters have been allowed into. Often cheaters have been allowed to partake inside the Cadre system or division. Pretty much that's all I really gotta say. You can move me back.
Members of Main Myth are mainly used for bulk operations, while members of Cadre are used as the primary raiding force, as with a lot of other clans, such as Warcom using Aurelian covert operations as their raiding force.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm personally understand you guys being a super clan. It's hard to filter out cheaters that way. There's no real way for you to check. But my problem was them getting into Cadre. Other than that, I really have no problems.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Again, we acknowledge that our filter process has been weak in the past, which is definitely on us, and that is why we will be fixing it starting today.
All right. Frost, you DM me questions. The second
Oh
one.
yeah,
Did you?
I have one more. Okay,
Alright.
so why have it? Okay, why did it take every other clan to hop on this bandwagon for these processes to be put in place? Was this an administrative issue? Was this something you guys have already been in the works of and was wanting to introduce before all this happened, or what?
Administratively, as the Cadre chieftain, I have been working close with Mag and the RCR and CCR to make a list, as we have previously announced, of cheaters within Myth and Cadre. However, we did not get to it before the start of the war, unfortunately. So we were unable to exile individuals.
Got it. Also, wait, sure, Cadre previously. I have a guest got pinged. 1 second, please. Okay. A quick suggestion. I know for CCR for Myth, I know CCR has a database of all the cheaters that literally you're able to use. I suggest either making a game where it goes through that database and it checks for that, or you make a bot or something. That's my
Your suggestion has been duly noted. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can move me back down.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Yeah, I suppose it has been a bit of an administrative issue, like our lack of addressing these cheaters. But then again, as I stated near the beginning of this podcast, 96% of the people on our cheater document are not in the group, and thus, or they are in the group but not in the Discord, and thus basically don't exist to us, not in the group.
All right.
Like a Roblox group, being in a Roblox group is different from being in the actual clan. Like you got to be in the Discord, you got to be active. You know.
Yeah. All right. Killed by a Chrome wants to speak. Are you allowing him or
Who?
ask a question? Killed by a Chromebook. Sorry. Chromebook.
Oh, sure. Yes, Chromebook. Yes, of
No.
course.
Huh?
Yeah, former Cadre chief.
All right.
Yes,
Killed.
Chromebook. Please,
No.
please, please.
I see some people. 1 second, please, Chromebook. I see some people talking about how it took us a few days to address this issue. Funny story. I believe the initial document, Myth Cheater Clan, was released like 5 minutes before I was hitting the road for a fishing trip. So this whole time, I've been like out in the middle of the wilderness on like the worst internet trying to solve this. It has been quite funny.
A tedious task.
Quite an ordeal. Yeah.
Right,
So
Chromebook. What is your question?
that's why it has taken a little longer to solve these issues.
All right, can I speak?
Please.
Yes, please.
All right, couple questions. What's with all the bannings of you guys? You guys are banning people for cheating, right? But there's no proof of the individuals cheating. Example, Orkton, you said you caught him for trigger botting, but there has been no proof or no evidence about it. So you want to explain what's with all these bans on the people in the clan world, but you guys have no proof on it? Any answer?
That is I guess I can say that's our bad. And you know, I understand that people will be mad and it is something we'll fix in the future. I don't really have anything to say about that. It's just a mistake on our end. And we won't be doing that anymore. We'll be talking
I
about
would
that
say
specifically.
for you to fix that because that's a big issue with Myth right now.
Yes.
You guys are banning people, but the people you're banning, you say they're cheating or you give whatever reason, right? But there's no evidence backing up the reason that you're
Yeah,
banning them.
obviously that's not a good thing. So I again have nothing to say about that, and I apologize for the inconvenience. It will not be happening anymore.
Another thing, what's with like shutting down all these servers and everything? Like I literally raided with TRA like 2-3 days ago. You guys shut down the server and you said you were doing an event, but I have people looking in the Myth Discord saying no event scheduled, and it's been going on with other clans as well. Don't get me wrong, not just TRA. Like they're shutting down ROA servers, like any random clans, like they're shutting down servers. You guys want to give me an explanation for that? What's with like shutting down these servers?
At times, we utilize different servers, Discord servers, for multiple events. Cadre, especially, doing Cadre only events. So, if we are in a Cadre only event, you will not be able to see it. And that is all.
All right, but how about the whole shutting down server things? That
If we're
you
unable
didn't
to
explain.
take a defense, we will notify you in game, as we have always done, and then we will shut down the server. You can redeploy, but then we just won't ever give you an answer. I always tell people if we're unable or able to take a defense. If we're unable to, I say so in chat, in game. Or if you ping in the raid request channel, I tell you.
Okay. Next question. What's with starting servers before the other team is ready? Cause let's see, ROA rated your somewhat new base, and we try to bring 15 players, but you're like, no, 14 versus 14, and you like refuse to let us get an extra player. What's with that?
The facility is in testing, and 15v15 is deemed too many players for the facility.
But you agreed to the 15 versus 15.
I do not recall that.
you don't recall that, well, I can probably find proof somewhere in the ROA server. But you guys
Okay,
said 15 versus 15. We were getting one in, but then you banned. Well, you said T9 Papa wasn't allowed to play, then Dibix wasn't allowed to play, and someone else wasn't allowed to play, and then you're like, all right, no more 15 versus 15, and you changed the ratios to 14 versus 14, and you refused to get a player in.
This seems like a very specific circumstance that happened during one event, so
I agree.
Well, it's not just one event. It has happened multiple events as well.
right.
All
So
right.
this is feedback from you, which we will consider and likely act upon. But for specific things like that, I don't see the point in talking about it. Like this kind of shit happens all the time, everywhere.
So I barely see other clan leaders starting without the other team saying that they're ready or
Yes,
limiting
I'm not
ratios.
saying that specifically happens everywhere. I'm saying there's always shit that is similar happening everywhere.
Similar, but
But oh well, we'll take it into consideration and try to prevent it.
all right. That's all from me. If I have any more questions, I'll
Okay, thank you.
DMC9.
All right. Let's see. Who was
Anyone else?
the one guy? I forgot. There was something with a Tesseract. That's right, right? I think you wanted up. Yeah, Tesseract
No.
wanted to say something. Is he okay?
Ah,
No.
Tesseract.
All right, let me find
If
him.
Mag does not want him up, then he cannot come up.
Mag, are you okay with him coming up?
I don't want him to come up.
Tesseract.
Okay, thank you,
I'm
Mag.
sorry, buddy. That's a hard pass. Let's see. Cryptic, actually. Sorry, Cryptic. Already said it. But Cryptic had a question. If you were in the bathroom during this whole thing, how is it that there's a clip of you telling Vexaria to deal with it or surrender? I believe this is to you, Octavia?
That was the statement that I made when I returned from the restroom.
Okay. Anyway, apparently Killed wants to ask one more question. A simple question.
Yes.
Alright, Killed. But I got like 20 DMs.
Well, I forgot this question. Why am I banned from bases again?
That is a good question.
Yeah, good question.
I do not
I believe
know
you
why.
have a blacklist document.
Yes, I
Please
believe you
look
are
at
on
it.
the blacklist.
I've been banned
doing that
for
right
a
now.
while. I want proof.
If you're not on this document, I'll unban you.
Okay.
Eon added the blacklist, Mag.
Okay, we'll speak about that later with Eon, since you are on the sheet,
Can I
and
get
we'll
the
see what we
reason
can
why
come
I'm
up
banned?
with.
The reason is classified.
We'll tell you later
Classified?
after the podcast.
Okay.
Alright, so you're
Okay, I just got word from Boss that he is coming.
done?
Okay, thank you.
So you guys will be able to hear Taboo. Alright. Killed, you okay? Or
Just give me the answer. I would like to know what is classified on my reason of being banned.
As Mag stated, it will be told to you following.
Yeah, we will tell you, just not in front of 106 people.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Alright. You're done, Killed? Or
Yes, I'm done.
alright. Volt and I think it was Freezy, representatives from Vexaria themselves, they wish to speak. Are you okay with it? At 2-1-2.
Freezy can come up.
It's not
Yes,
cryptic.
we will let the Vexarian representatives speak.
Alright, let me find you. Both. What is it, Volt? Didn't you fucking... Where's Volt? Volt, here you go. Freezy, right? Was it Freezy?
Yep. Let me get Cryptic in here. Hold on.
I don't think they wish for Cryptic to be here.
We request only two
Why
representatives at a
cannot
time.
Cryptic be in here? Okay, then take me out. Bring Cryptic in. Shut up, Octavia.
Okay.
That's really toxic considering I just...
I do not care. I do not care. I do not care. I do not.
Calm down, Volt. Calm down.
Hello, hello.
Alright, well apparently Mag was removed for whatever.
Alright, sorry I came into the podcast late, but I heard they were saying some claims. I have a few questions myself. So there are two clips actually on Octavia talking while I was talking about the cheater clips and all that. And he was not in the bathroom, actually. Him and his dog, Scorpio, whoever the fuck that was, they were saying something about it's not in the document, it's allowed. So I started shouting at them and I said, that shouldn't be a rule that has to be displayed in a document to follow. And then later on, I clipped something else and they said that I either surrender or deal with it. So I just made the document and I put all those clips in. And I also gave proof that in every Vexarian event that they've had with them, well, most of them, and I also gave leaderboards, they brought alts and cheaters. So how are you going to explain that?
We already did.
No, you didn't. You didn't explain
Okay, well,
that you had
first of
involvement in
all,
those clips. You said you were in the bathroom. That's obviously a lie. If we hear your voice in the clips, you're in the clip. So there are
okay,
two
first of
clips.
all, bathroom breaks are irrelevant. I mean, it could take like 20 seconds at the
Yeah,
least.
but he was
Could have
actively
disappeared.
talking while I was yelling at
Now,
him about the cheater issue. He can't say he wasn't there when the cheater issue was brought up.
okay, well, maybe he was talking in the bathroom. I don't know. But what was said
Yeah,
during the
he has
negotiations?
he has full knowledge of the cheater issue. He's trying to BS his way out of it to keep his power and fucking myth reserve forces, dude. He's the whole reason why you have this cheater problem. He's the one that's been corrupting your group, and the whole GCC is blowing up right now, taking my side about this. I didn't. Okay, first of all, when I made the document, I didn't expect as many groups as it did to pack on to you guys, but they noticed the issue and they packed on to you guys yourselves. You guys need to take accountability. I think that the best outcome that you guys can have is own up to your issues and try to fix them. Because
Is that
I think that every group has an issue with cheaters at one point. I'm not even gonna lie. I've had that
yes,
issue when I first
that's
came out for the first
that's
month.
factual.
However, you guys have been having this ongoing issue for the past 6 months. It's been way too long. You guys need to start fixing this, and the whole community is on my side with that. Every clan goes through this, but every clan gets through it faster. You guys need to get through it fast because you guys have been doing this for the past half a year, and I think everyone here can agree with that. Do you guys agree with chat? Everyone's saying yes. So I don't know what to say otherwise on that. That's all I have to say.
What I will say is
Slick,
myth.
Breezy, Taboo, Magnetic. Do you guys have anything to say?
Yes, myth takes accountability for the miscommunication during the negotiations with Vexaria. Uh, obviously, cheaters are banned by default. That shouldn't be a debate. That was just a miscommunication. And also, I take accountability for the cheater issue which we have had, and
Okay, wait.
we
So
acknowledge that we have taken too long to deal with it, but at least we're dealing with it now, and we hope that we may be forgiven for failing to acknowledge this sooner.
of course, and I think that there is room for people to forgive Myth and for Myth to fix their ways, as for every other clan. However, I would like to point out as well, when we first originally had your clan blacklisted, Taboo came to my DMs trying to appeal it. I gave him all the evidence on your guys' alts and cheaters, and he didn't really give any response after that. I couldn't even stream what I mean. Like, he didn't bother responding, he didn't bother going on with the what's it called? Uh, appeal. I think that's a word, but that's another thing I would like to say.
Indeed it is.
But what I'm ultimately trying to say is I feel like Myth can come back, but you guys need to realize that you guys have a cheater issue, and you guys really need to realize that when there's cheaters and they've been caught fairly recently and they've been fragging above everyone for like more than 2 times at least, that's a big issue. And I think that's some common sense as well. I'm not trying to be toxic. I'm not trying to tear you clan down. I am simply trying to tell you guys that there's a problem. And I'm pretty sure everyone in the clan community also thinks about that, except for people that want to tear down Beth, but that's on them. But, you know,
Yeah,
this
so
whole issue is
obviously,
caused by people that just let cheaters in and didn't allow them to be banned. So
Yeah, obviously, our cheater policy hasn't been very strict, which is again
Hold on, you guys had a cheater policy in the beginning?
We have had it. It was made a couple years ago, and it has been, I guess, not enforced very well. And that is something, again, we apologize for and take accountability for. Now, Lurching is here and would like to be brought onto the stage.
You want Lurchin? Alright.
Yes.
Where is she?
Yep.
Oh, he's there. Wait, what? Lurch, where are you?
Now,
Exotic is his Discord name.
No, I know I saw him, but I have to go through the 20 billion people. Did he leave the thing, or am I just stupid? Exotic.
Oh,
can you,
Octavia.
Taboo, I have a serious
Chicago has a
question.
question
Wait,
for
hold
you.
on, Freezy. Let me say this real quick. Taboo, I have a question, bro. If everybody in the community hits Octavia, why keep him around? You're making like your clan look so bad right now, dude.
It's just
What's your
regarding.
excuse? Let's hear it, please.
Do you hear me?
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
we hear
I
you
have
now.
ears.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Okay.
on camera. Please continue.
All right. So, in regards to Octavia, first of all, I just got here. So, unfortunately, I missed a lot of what occurred in this podcast. But now that I'm here, I'd like to address any concerns that may be held. So, regarding Octavia specifically, I've heard that the way he may present himself may not be as diplomatic or as professional, right? And the other accusation that I'm aware of is him keeping cheaters during raids and defenses. I'm
I mean,
assuming
it's not the
these.
same. It's you guys in general, because you when he represents the whole clan. So
I'm just clarifying the story here. So I'm going to answer. So we have met as High Cop, and we're going to continue to get the list of all of the suspected parties in Myth, both the Roblox group and the Discord, and keep them blacklisted because
Pussy ass nigga. I'ma kill your wife and your kids, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, Imperial.
Bro, chill,
Young
chill.
CNW, bro.
Yo, let
Yeah.
that.
as I was saying,
I'm in
Yeah, let him
CNW,
talk.
dude. I mean, that's aviatrix. My bad. That's
So as I was saying,
don't mind Huncho. He's special.
as I was saying, we are going to ban any member who is in the Roblox group and the Discord who is a suspected cheater. We want to ensure that there aren't any false positives, so the process isn't as fast as you'd expect. But of course, with this recent blow up, we are all working towards remedying the situation as fast as we can.
all right, but can I ask this?
Yes.
I mean, the solution is takes 2 clicks. You click ban. Well, first you click
I
Octavia.
said, do you know what a
name,
false
and you click
positive
ban.
is? Do you know what a
I
false
mean,
positive
the
is?
situation is handled after that.
All right. So
Click his
anyway,
name, then ban.
So anyway, we are going to have a blacklist for the Discord and the Roblox group, as I was saying, and then as far as communication with the clan community, we want to do so in a respectful manner when it comes to scheduling raids and defenses, because that's where the cheaters are relevant if they are there, right? That's how they're identified. They are logged during trainings. They're logged during raids and defenses by the RCR and CCR, and that's typically how we get evidence.
Mr. Boss, I have a
Yes.
question myself. Representing ROA.
Yes.
Yeah, first, actually, there's 2 questions. Why does Octavia hate ROA so much? And number 2, why did you ban our members from your elite division when they earned their spots there? It's really fucked up when they did have nothing to do with anything.
That could be part of the clan drama that we may have antagonized on, and we're willing to remove any false blacklisted or unjustified blacklists like that. I personally have nothing against ROA or the other clans on the blacklist, unless, again, they have harbored cheaters. But then again, that's what we're being accused for as well. So I think the
As
best.
far as I know, we don't have any cheaters, and I think their
I don't
blacklist
think
on
you
our
have
clan.
I don't think
is
you
out of
have any
hate.
cheaters specifically, but I'm referencing the clan community as a whole.
I mean,
The
this
cheating.
goes way back, like way back. So
Sure.
I don't know.
Bro, Taboo,
can
at
I-
this
I
point, I'll
mean,
just
if you're
leave it.
willing to unblacklist our members because they earned their spots in your elite division, whether you want
Yes.
to argue that or not. So it's literally just Octavia that did whatever he wanted to do that.
So can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
That was my only thing.
So my train of thought is if Myth is really trying to change their ways, I feel like the whole clan community should go about blacklisting Myth and seeing how it goes. I definitely think that we should give Myth another chance.
Yo, Octavia, are you there, bro?
Don't worry about Huncho. Keep going.
I will remove the Myth blacklist scripts, and I will deny. Well, not. Yeah, but I will remove the blacklist scripts, and we'll see how it goes. I am open to people telling me who's in my group that I need to kick, and I am also going to tell you because I think that every clan should help each other out because this is a remaining issue. It just needs to be pointed out, and I feel like the whole clan community is pointing it out right now, and I think all of us can make a difference. So sounds kind
Yeah,
of
because
cringe,
boss,
but
you're the leader. Most of this stuff really boils down to one core member of your high command. So I don't know if you're gonna address that in private or like you can do it right here in public. We're all here, so it's up to you, man.
So, I mean, if I may jump in here, like, look, and I'm just speaking in terms of ROA right now. We're not here to tell you how to run your group, but at the same time, there's only one person in your entire command that's really had a problem with us, and there's only one person. Well, okay, that's not true. I listed it at least two to Magnet who were like verbally harassing our people in your group, and they were doing that in plain view with nothing done about them. So like it's not like this is a widespread issue. We're not arguing that it's a widespread issue. In fact, the majority of our talk was really just like us telling you to rate us because you're talking a lot, and we would like to see that backed up.
That can be arranged.
Yeah, I mean, it's been able to be arranged, man. But yeah, if you want to arrange it, by all means, our DMs are open. But that aside, like, there's two people. There's two people who are harassing our guys. Only two. And it's not. This is not a widespread like problem in your clan. I'm not saying that this is like a a culture problem or something like that. Like your nationalism or whatever the heck that you're talking about. Like we do that too, but we do it without harassing people. And I'm more than
Right,
confident.
definitely.
Yeah, you guys have been doing that for like 14 years without harassing people. So I don't know why in this past 6 months it's been a problem. So I mean I have full confidence in you, Taboo, to really fix that because again, it's two people, and I'm not even asking for you to get rid of them. You can just tell them to shut up. Like that's completely within your power, and I think you know that. So
Of course.
Yes,
You let him know, man.
these two individuals, and they'll be spoken to.
Yep. So
We'll handle the
you told me
situation
as
in
much, so-
private. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, absolutely.
So
Hold on.
Sorry.
Octavia, I got a question for you, bro.
I will allow
How
Mag
do
to
you-
answer any questions directed to me.
How do you feel about yourself, Octavia? Like that's a serious question.
That sounds like a personal attack.
I'm not willing to answer that question at this moment.
I have a question for you, Octavia, and also for anybody else that wants to answer it regarding Myth.
Any
And let's
questions
say-
directed towards me and Myth should be answered by Mag. Thank you.
Okay, well then, Mag, how do you think Octavia feels about the diss track that was made about Myth? Because I really wanted to ask Octavia personally, but he doesn't want to talk about it. So,
I believe Chicago is the one who made this diss track.
indeed, it was Chicago.
Sounds,
Yes.
it sounds
This
dumb
sounds
in a
like
sense. It's an irrelevant topic.
Like,
Talk about it. So why,
Dude. This is
Octavia,
Roblox.
why,
You have a lawyer.
Octavia,
You got a
just said that you're not
Robloxian
going to
lawyer,
answer any
dude.
questions, but you just spoke for Mag. What?
It is
Hello,
an
my
irrelevant
friends. How are
statement.
you guys?
Chicago.
You're
Let's
irrelevant.
go.
What's up, guys? What's up, man?
This who's back, bitch, Octavia.
Chicago on the beat.
How are
Chicago
you
on the
guys?
beat to the AYZ. Oh yeah.
Hey, but I had a question towards you, Nuka. How did you feel about my diss track? It's just a genuine question, since we're covering all the topics with Myth currently.
I didn't watch it.
Oh well, if you unblock me, I could probably send you it. If you unblock me,
Yes.
Raven, can you please remove him?
Wait, no,
Chicago, we don't want you to speak.
So just I want to comment on this because this has been there's subtle remarks of sarcasm and they're trying to obviously make us make a personal attack on them, and we're not going to do that. we just want to be mature here and talk about what we're going to do to be able to hold our integrity.
What integrity?
Okay, but I have an actual question now. Taboo.
Yes.
As a leader of Myth, how are you going to better approach this situation to better Myth as a whole, instead of just like saying that that everybody can consider things? How are you going to actually change Myth and actually reform to be better?
Well, as I've tried to mention earlier, we are creating that list. And all right. So
Ryan, you're a
anyway,
troll.
we're trying to. I want to speak with the two individuals in private, and that behavior is not going to be tolerated whatsoever again. And since everyone here is listening, I'm sure if it ever does happen again, then action will be taken. That action is probably just going to be a demotion and or exile for any of those two individuals or anyone else who is guilty of antagonizing the community in the other accusation that I'm aware of, unprofessional manner, right? So
keep them
at the end of the day,
blacklisted.
we all just want to have fun and play the game as we wish. And I hope we could all agree that cheaters ruin that, and we're gonna remove all those cheaters.
You're letting
And
that happen, though. You're saying.
you're gonna say what?
I said you're letting the cheaters come in now. Like if you really cared, you would have done something by now. I'm just saying.
He's just said that they were
Volt.
going to try
No,
to
no,
vote.
but still, he should have
Can
took action
you-
sooner. It should not have gone this far. It should not have
So
gone this far.
I'm gonna respond to you. So okay, so when it comes to cheaters, as you may know, they will hop from group to group as they are banned or caught from other groups, right? And I think we need to make a community effort to ban them from clan events in general, not just so they're hoarded into one group. So we will, again, we're going to identify those people and ban them. Keep them that way. We don't need them. They're very toxic for the community.
Bro, Ryan, you're actually a troll. Don't worry about Huncho. I'll remove him.
You know, you should probably maybe you should make like an anti-cheat. That would probably be better.
Are you aware of any other we could have? Are there any that are open
I'm not
source?
going to leak anything, man. I'm not going to leak anything. I'm saying hail Vexaria.
No, you can tell them about the project. You just can't tell them how it works.
we got an anti-cheat gun system, so it's going to be impossible to cheat. It's literally going to be impossible to cheat with it. I'm saying.
It's coming out in 2 to 3 weeks. The beta.
Not to put this on Vexaria, but I believe an anti-cheat would be helpful for the community if someone is able to open source one for the community. It doesn't have to be.
So here's the
that.
thing with open
Yes.
source. The thing is, if we open sourced it, it would make it so that cheaters can find a way to cheat. So what we plan to do is if the beta is actually indeed successful and we actually found a way to make it so that DX9 couldn't work, then we'd say, okay, we'll make a separate group for the clan community, and we'll upload people's bases up to there if they so wish it, and we'll put those systems into there with those scripts. So that way, the scripts don't get distributed amongst people so that the cheats can't be compromised or whatever,
Right.
and people can have fun on their bases. However, this does give complication to group funds and stuff from premium payouts and stuff, so we're going to have to figure out all of that. But that's basically our plan right now. But we do know for a fact that DX9 won't work with testing and stuff, and we know that other scripts won't work, so we are looking forward to the system. So
Okay.
Damn, bro, they made it a whole plug.
It's been a while since Octavia spoke. If he wishes to speak again, because I know a lot of you were mentioning his name.
He went mute.
I'm
think he's
still
here.
here. Thank you, boss. I just like to state that the previous actions made by me were very unprofessional and do not represent myself as a cadre chief nor as high comm within Myth Reserve Forces. I apologize, and I will better myself in the future. For the time being, I have to go.
I think
Please
I need a
forward-
video apology to prove you're really sorry, man. Not gonna
All
lie.
right. Please forward
Like
any
a video
questions to
apology.
Megan. Thank you.
One last thing, just
Yes, sir.
regarding just again, I'll talk to him in private, but just regarding Octavia, the best apology is through action. So we'll just see, right? So that's ultimately what'll
make a video so
hold
we
them
can
all
see
accountable.
really sorry.
Yeah, it's ultimately action.
EonZapNuka is here and would like to be put on stage.
Is that what?
EonZapNuka.
Oh, Eon. Sure. Where is he? I saw him.
Octavia feels like Johnny Depp right now. He thinks he won.
Oh,
Where's
chill,
Eon?
chill.
By the way, is Vexaria done, or you still got check questions?
Bro, you brought a whole lawyer for his case.
I mean, it depends on Myth if they still wish us to be up here, because I feel like since both of us are the sole source of all of this, I feel like both groups should be able to talk about it and talk to each other, but that's up to Myth since it's their podcast. What does Taboo think about it?
Say that again. What do you
So
want
I feel
exactly?
so it's up to you because it's your podcast. Do you still wish Vexaria to be up here to still talk about ongoing issues and kind of like talk to you guys about it since it originated from us two, or would you just rather it be Myth?
What are the other issues at hand?
Well, I'm just
I mean-
saying that we can talk to you guys and kind of, I don't know, like if any other issues come up.
All right,
We'll be
definitely.
quiet.
And yes, I approve that. That's fine with me.
Is it
All right.
okay? Sorry to cut you all off. Is it okay if Vexaria stays, but I just invite other people to ask their questions and they be moved back?
Yes.
Because I know other
Yeah.
people want.
Um,
All right.
I will say very quickly.
Dion got here, so go ahead, Dion. Speak.
Yeah. Cryptic, and this goes to Vexaria and everybody else who's actually here right now. Because I've talked with in the past, Warcom was one of the clans that I actually had this problem with quite a bit. Warcom would raid, and they would say that we had somebody who was cheating. If anybody raids, 9 times out of 10, even if I'm not actively doing something, if you guys have something that occurs and you have any kind of proof of somebody you believe to be cheating, just literally send me a clip, send me whatever you have, and I'll submit it to CCR myself. That's one of the things that I've always, been big on is I don't care who it is. They could be the most active person within Myth. If they're doing something they shouldn't be, then I don't have a need for them being here. I know Boss feels the same way. I know Mag feels the same way. We don't have a need for them being there. And Octavia could have handled the situation better. Cryptic, I didn't really see a whole lot of screenshots or anything from y'all's DMs, but even just from the way you worded it, is Octavia could have handled it a lot better, which is something that we've been trying to work with him about. There's a reason that Mag and I tend to handle a lot of the diplomatic side of things because we're able to do things in a manner that it's more civil as opposed to coming across as an asshole.
Yeah, of course.
Can I ask something real quick?
Yeah.
Why are you having anger and management for this kid, dude? Like, you're like a counselor to this kid, bro. Like, he's messed up so many times. Just remove him from the group, dude.
That's basically what my job within Myth is. I
So why
lead
haven't you done it?
liaison because Octavia had Mag and Boss can actually both attest to this. Octavia actually has made progress from the first time that he was in Myth. He left at one point. When he came back, he had actually worked on himself. I mean, not to say that he doesn't have any issues with anger at all anymore, because he does.
Bro's just straight up weird too. I mean, bro's like white Guardy Bess.
But I mean, it's one of those things that we're still trying to get him to calm down and handle things differently. Which is why, like I said, I tend to try and get him to not handle anything that's diplomatic whatsoever, because me, Mag, and Lurching are able to do it in a more manageable way. So it's one of those things that we're trying to work with him.
As far as I'm concerned as well, if he's going to continue to see my sub, then he should be removed, and you'll see to that. So just wait for that to happen if it does happen.
I'm setting my calendar.
All right, good.
All right. A lot of people want Hano or whatever his name is to join to ask something. Are you okay
Who?
with it? Hano, I think his name is. Sorry, Lex. I know you wanted to join, but real quick, someone named Hano.
Sure, as long as it's one at a time, please.
All right.
You
I
heard the
believe,
man.
believe it was just Hano, wherever the heck you are. I don't even think you're in the. Hold on.
By the way, white guys, you should join Vexaria. I'm saying, I'm pretty good.
God. Okay.
Can't lie to you.
Okay, you can kick forward off the stage now.
No, stop.
Got you. There he goes.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hano, where the heck are you? Oh God, where are you? What?
Hano click, where'd you go?
Hano, I must be blind to so many people. He's not. Who pinged? Oh, it's Yayo. All right. But there is. Oh, here you go. Found you. There you go.
Yo, do you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Where's it? Wait, where's Octavia?
He had to go about 10 minutes ago.
Oh wait, who do I talk to? Like contact Octavia since he's like the big guy, you know?
I mean,
You could talk to us.
Magnetic.
yeah, so you
Magnetic.
currently got 3 people. Who are technically Octavia.
All right. So Lex, I will move you now. Or wait, no, sorry. Are you guys okay with Lex asking a question? Arcana?
Yes.
All right. Bruh, I know.
Just be quick on the trolls, right? Just
Yeah,
like you
I
were.
had no idea.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're gonna have a couple of them, just watch.
I already know. Lex, there you are.
Okay, I got one big question, another one after that. So since Octavia's not here, one of you has to answer it. How come when Myth raids clans I'm in, Octavia decides to kick top fraggers when he's about to lose? Why is that?
He probably thinks they're cheating, but
No. He
don't.
kicks. No.
Then
Wrong answer.
I can vouch for that. He's done that a few times.
I'm not done finishing.
Wait,
He's
sorry,
probably
vouch for what?
he probably kicks them for cheating, but he doesn't have the evidence.
So you're telling me your high rank has unrestricted access to kick people he thinks he's cheating without having any reason for thinking they're cheating, but only when he's about to lose?
Octavia's been bitched out about that multiple times.
And on top of that, the reasoning he provides is the enemy team has too many people.
Is this
But it's
at
usually
your place or a defense at Myth places?
my places.
Why does he have admin?
I don't know. 10 mod
Okay.
usually for raid leaders. That's not uncommon.
If that ever happens, I recommend voting the raid, or
Yeah, that's what happens. That's because he's admin abusing and kicking top fraggers. But that's not the
Right.
that doesn't answer the question. Why is he allowed to do that? I mean, your high
He's
rank
not.
your high rank does this repeatedly in so many clans on top of all these other things, and your answer every time is he gets talked to about it. How long until
he's
you
not
actually
allowed
do
to do
something?
that. He's not allowed to do that.
Then why does he continue to do it without getting punished? He's not allowed to do it, but there's no punishment for it.
Again, I could remove him from the group, and
right, but why don't you? Dude, people don't get these many
Yes.
chances. Why does Octavia get to? He's not that. He's mediocre at everything. He's not that special.
I'll speak with those two individuals in private, and if this
Okay,
ever
and-
happens again, he will be removed.
Okay, so how many chances has this been?
Well, now that we're on the spot, as we are,
Do you have like a rough estimate? I mean, how many? You have to have an idea of. Is it a lot? A little? I mean, you're telling me that he's improved. He left at one point a while ago, is what you implied, and he's improved, and he has a dedicated therapist in a Roblox clan. Like,
is that I didn't hear about that.
It's not that he has a dedicated therapist. That's
you
literally just all
pamper his
Highcom-
anger management problems, dude. That's
Literally
a
all of
therapist.
Highcom literally just bitches him out if he's being irrational and stupid.
Which
I
he
mean,
always is. And your solution every time, I will talk to him. And then you do, and nothing changes. I get like you probably are his friend, and you don't want to remove him from the clan, but like everyone has been saying this entire time, everyone's number one problem with Myth, aside from the cheaters, which you're working on, is Octavia.
Speaking of
You're
Octavia's
sacrificing your clan's credibility for fucking Octavia.
Octavia has agreed to not speak to any other clans past this podcast, and he has also agreed to not kick cheaters without solid evidence or any members during a raid/defense.
Quite frankly, too,
Anything will be handled before or after the event, not during. That is what he has agreed to from this point onward. We'll see if he does it or not.
quite frankly as well, he should be put on probation. I don't think he should be Highcom or maybe even an officer right now because of all these allegations.
Yeah, see, that's the type of action people want to see, actually punishing your high rank instead of speaking to them in private after offense number 37.
Bro.
My apologies then.
I know. That's why you're not allowed. That's why. Oh, slime.
Right, so what I just mentioned would be a good suggestion.
And number 2, I believe Kipo should be let on to speak next.
People may speak.
Kipo?
Yeah, Kipo.
Alright, so are you done with your questions?
Yes, I'm done with my questions.
Alright. I'll bring Kipo, but someone else wanted to speak. Akimbo wanted to speak. Are you okay with that?
I do not know who that is. You can let him on.
Alright, I think he's a troll, not gonna lie. But after him, I think, let me see.
Okay, I just got informed that Kim was a troll. Don't let him on.
Alright, that's fair.
I could have told you that.
Let's see. Okay, the next person, Killed, also wanted to had another question he forgot to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So is that fine?
Yeah, he had 2 questions.
No, he had another. I guess he forgot to ask something else. Where is he? Also after him, Battles wanted to talk.
No.
No.
All right.
Battles.
So you guys are like revolving around the cheater theory and policy, but you guys were like basically harboring a cheater in your group. Toby Score, he was a convicted cheater, and you guys had him in your groups for months. It wasn't like a couple of days or a week. You had him for like months on end. You
We've
guys want to
already
like speak about
spoken
that?
about this for like the last 2 hours. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Myth acknowledges that there's been an issue in the past and we'll fix it in the future.
Okay, but I'm just
Does-
saying, why couldn't you
So
do something
Chromebook,
about
I
it?
can actually give you another answer on that as well. The whole thing with Toby, at least at the end of him being in Myth, was he was no longer in a position of raid leading or defending for the last, I think, 3 or 4 months that he was in Myth, and Octavia can actually attest to. He didn't do anything where he was really going to any events. It was more so he was training inductees, and that was it. And then once he had evidence added again, because he said that if he went to any events, he was going to be recording. The moment he had any kind of evidence added again, because he hadn't done anything within Myth, but he had gone to other groups, he was immediately removed. He literally came back with the understanding that he was required to record, he was required to upload, and if he did not, he would be removed. And if he had any evidence that was added to his, his cheating accusations, that he would be removed immediately, which was the case that ended up occurring.
All right, but the thing is, you let it go like unchecked for so long. Like, literally, he was there for so long, just like cheating blatantly. Like, there were so many people saying that he was cheating, but you guys barely did anything about it. Like, recording and whatever doesn't do much. Like, you can cheat and still record at the same time. Like, you guys had him in the group for so long, and he was just cheating nonstop, dude. Like,
So with him cheating and like you were saying, cheating and recording, which obviously is able to be done. It was the way he was told to record, which was what Octavia Lurching told him was he was required, like with OES Studio, to record his entire screen from the time that he was joining the game all the way up until the match ended, to pretty much ensure that he wasn't going and opening cheats during the match. Obviously, I can't say that he 100% did not, and again, he was ended up being removed once he had further evidence uploaded. Do we, are we going to say that it was a good thing that we had Octavia? Fuck. That it was a good thing that we had Toby there? No, because he showed that he couldn't be trusted. He showed that he wasn't going to change. So in the end, it ended up coming back to shoot us in the foot for trying to give him another chance. Then unfortunately, it happens.
Can I suggest something?
What's up, Old?
I think you should put Octavia on a leash for now, watch over him when he hosts events.
Yeah, they just said that they would do that.
Oh wait, I didn't hear that because I was.
Boss pretty much just
dreaming.
said that we were going to put Octavia on a probationary period, where at least for the time being, he won't be high com or an officer. But he would be on a probationary period.
He'll be stuck as a member and potentially exiled if any more issues arise.
Magnic,
I just realized that I was thinking about the wrong battles when you said battles. You can let battle master on.
Okay, Battle, I'll let you in now. Killed, by the way, you done there?
Magnic, can you give me the reason why my blacklist is classified?
It's
tell
not
me now.
classified. It's just not something we'll talk about in front of all these people. We'll talk after the podcast.
Yo, is this thing on?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Okay, good. All right, so I got a question for Octavia.
By the way, Killed, moving you to audience.
It's more about specific to his rank in the Myth Empire.
forward any questions to myself to Magnt. Thank you.
No. It's more or less about your opinion regarding his situation.
You heard the man.
My opinion is boss's opinion. Thank you.
All right. So this was directed for Octavia. So imagine you're in a playground scrim, yeah? And I understand you know a lot about the My Little Pony lore. So if you were to create a team of 8 ponies,
You can
which
kick
would
them
they
off.
be?
Alright. Sorry, Beto. Let's see. Akimbo.
Let Kiro on. Let Kiro on.
Kiro?
I got a DM to let Kiro on. Yeah, let Kiro on.
Nah,
Seems like he has some interesting questions.
Are you actually Mag? Not Kiro, but Akimbo said he won't troll. Are you okay to at least allow him to speak?
Give Kimbo a
Sure.
chance. The man needs a chance, man.
Mag?
Yes, he can come on.
All lives
Alright,
matter.
Akimbo. Where are you? What is your freaking?
Also, I do plan for this to end soon, if possible. Thank you. But continue for now.
I mean, you can tell me when you want it to end. It doesn't really matter.
Sure. I'll let this guy on.
Alright, bro, Akimbo, where are you? There's so many people. It's what is it? Fucking Iphone. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, Kimbo, you better let them know, man.
Akimbo.
We're just gonna do one non-troll question, and then we'll end it.
Better be
That's
polite,
okay with you
Akimbo.
guys.
You better be a gentleman.
Bro,
Thank
Akimbo,
you.
where are you? I don't see you. I'm stupidly blind with all these. Akimbo.
We should do a Q&A. We should do some more of a Q&A, dude.
You've been
There's too
doing
many
Q&A?
questions. If you want me to ask a question, DM me, guys. I got it. I have the speaking stick currently.
Well, I will remove you.
Bro, I was asking a question, bro. I'm trying to help the
Don't matter.
community, dude.
It really don't matter. Bro, Akimbo, where are you? Oh wait, is this you?
If you're trying to be a good Samaritan, you're trying to remove me from the VC.
Oh, that is you. Sorry, I've been literally looking at you for like 10 times. All right, here you go.
Yo, what's up, team? Okay, is one question for Taboo?
Yes.
I want to rub your hairy chest. Yeah.
So just remove him.
Yeah.
That's Tenchi right there. Tenchi's up, bro.
Alrighty.
One person is asking me to be brought on stage. His name is Appa Stampa. Stampa.
Found him.
He's an Appa Stompa, dude. You gotta let him up.
Yeah.
Yo, so I have one question.
Yes.
I have
Your suggestion has been duly noted. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you.
Bruh, okay.
All right. So I think we'll end it right now.
No, wait. I gotta ask a serious question. Okay?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So, what are your plans for the Myth Reserve forces?
We're gonna focus on these internal issues first before involving ourselves heavily with other
I
clan
think you should
events.
just delete your clan.
You should do what?
Start new.
I don't think so. No, thank you.
Bro, it's a suggestion. I'm trying to be nice.
Okay. So and if
Octavia,
that
you
is
should join
all,
that
if
too.
that is all, then we'll conclude this podcast.
You wish to conclude it?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Everyone, thank you for your time.
Yep.
Taboo, Mag, and the others. I think it was Eon, Octavia, obviously Vexaria. I think that I remember ROA, the trolls. Thank you for coming. This will be uploaded again as a VOD.
For anyone who was taking this seriously and providing constructive feedback, I appreciate that. And also, Raven, thank you for being the host here.
No problem. Anyways, yep, that's all. You guys can leave.
Awesome. Thank you.
No
Good evening.
I'm just not playing, bro.
Yo,
Last we received.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hey, look, I'm the
Not that
dominant
far.
ones. I'm the dominant one, so please.
By the way,
And look-
guys, join Vexaria.
Hey, here's the
Yeah, I
thing,
can hear you.
Diego.
Can you hear me?
Join Vexaria.
I think I played the same beat when I told him to change it earlier.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
What's up, Jeb? I haven't
Nigga,
seen you
I'm
in a
not
minute,
Slim
man.
Jesus. I'm not rapping on this beat. Change this bitch.
I've not seen Jeb in a hot minute.
You gotta
Can
do
you
a
hear me?
freestyle myth diss track right now. Come on.
Bro,
bro.
that's what I'm saying, bro. He plays these trash ass beats.
Hello?
How about you get someone to make a beat right now while you freestyle? They'll
Bro,
freestyle
all
the beat.
the
You do the
motherfuckers
lyrics.
disabled. You know, motherfuckers don't know how to make a beat.
Can you repeat that in
Bring
English?
someone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your suggestion has been duly noted.
My apologies then.
Yeah. Your suggestion has been duly noted.
Bro's an actual school teacher.
All right.
Hey, hey.
Settle down, partner.
That was me. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
Hey, I wake up every day. Myth K. Every day.
I locked them
Bitch,
when
I'm
they're
Myth K.
15.
I'm sliding on a block. Got a big ass Glock. Hey, Taboo got small ass cock. Hey, dirty ass nigga sending minors the pictures. He be sending his nips everywhere. Ugly ass nigga, hairy as fuck. Look like a mother. Hey, back on Myth. Octavia's a bitch and a little snitch. Smack this nigga Eon with a dick. Nigga, ugly as shit. Eon, hold up. Eon, tell me why that clip, but you saying you busy clapping little kids' cheeks. Hey.
Yo, what?
I got that clip. You want me to play it?
What? Yeah, it's really clip, bro. I want this clip.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Wait a minute, what?
Y'all not heard my diss track, bro?
Hey, nah, bro,
Hold
play
up,
me a
bro.
beat now. Play me a beat, bro. I got you.
Hold on. I'll put a screen share. It's merch.
Settle down, partner.
Play the whole spell beat, bro.
Alright. Look at my stream. Look at my stream. Look at my stream. Look at my stream.
Alright, man.
Y'all hear this? Can I get a clip? I mean, this Eon clip. Y'all want to hear this Eon clip?
Settle
Or
down,
what?
partner.
Come on.
It's fuck's taping the keyboard.
Oh god, what the fuck?
It's Octavia trying to delete a search history.
Wait, what? No. Is there a problem?
Bro goes on to Hentai Haven and searches up My Little Pony, bruh. Oh
Yo.
god.